Okay, now we're going to spend our XP if you guys are ready to move on to that. Okay, so there's 4 things you could do. And we talked about this earlier, me and Marizal. I'll go over that. But the options are you can spend experience to increase characteristics, so your stats. This is the only time that you really are able to do this, and the cost is 10 times the purchase ranked in experience. So if you purchase from, you're going from 2 agility to 3 agility, it would cost 30 XP. To 40 XP would be 4 agility, 50 XP would be 5 agility. So it's compounded on top of that. So at first it would be 30 XP, then it would be 70 that you're spending, so on and so forth. But you can't raise attribute above 5 during character creation. The second thing you can do...
Wait, you said it goes from 30 to 70?
Well, no, because...
No, additive.
Yeah, it's additive.
Yeah, so
additive. Okay.
plus 40.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Then you can spend XP on ranks and skills, but you guys kind of already know that, it's 5 times the rank, unless it's not a career skill, then it's 10 times the rank that you're purchasing. You can spend points or experience in your talent trees, which is totally an option. And for the 2 of you that have those talent trees in Google Docs now, you can, see those. The rest of you will just have to kind of deal with it until I figure that out. And then the other thing that Mirzad didn't know earlier that you can do is you can purchase new specializations. So while, as a spy, you might be an infiltrator, you can also go and purchase another specialization. And it's 10 times the number of possessed specializations you have. So you currently have 1 specialization, all of you. If you purchased another one, it would be 10 XP for a new specialization tree. You don't gain the benefits of that specialization tree, like, the career stuff for it, but you do have it now available for you to put XP into. So if you wanted to start with 2 trees to go down, you can. Now, the thing we were talking about earlier that is fascinating is because this is really the only time that you can buff your characteristics outside of getting to the bottom of your tree and getting the free one, or potentially really powerful items, which we'll avoid this time. Then right now is the best time to get a lot of free dice in your dice pool. And if you wanted to upgrade the stats that you want the most, now is the time to do it instead of purchasing ranks and skills and instead of purchasing talent stuff, because you're going to get XP. You can purchase that. Those are pretty cheap. But purchasing characteristics is expensive, and this is the only time that you can do it. So, Alex, what are you thinking?
God, sorry, I really want to buff my ranged attack just so I have more than like 1 fucking dice in it.
Yeah, because your agility starts at 1.
Yeah, which I want to do, and then potentially like cunning, so I can get like more perception, because I feel like I'm good on the willpower. I've got 3 dice on there.
Your presence also is going to make a difference on leadership checks, but that, that's up to you.
So how much is it to increase the characteristics again?
10 times.
So the price you're buying is 10 times that. So
okay, so that's the first thing you were talking about. Okay.
2 to 3 is 30. 3 to 4 is 40.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I could blow all my experience on stat increases and go from 2 to 3 on 2 stats, and then 1 more on agility.
Okay, so before anyone spends any XP, does anyone, if you want, now is the time to go back and gain an additional 10 XP if you reduce your contribution.
And lose some duty.
Yeah.
So I am going to absolutely do that. I want to lose. It's all our points to gain 10 XP, right?
Yeah, or 5 to gain 5 XP.
So then
if you either want to do it all or nothing.
Yeah.
So I start with 90 XP, so that means I can go from 2 presence to 3 presence, 2 cunning to 3 cunning, and then 1 agility to 3 agility. So that'd be 30, 60, 90.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Back that up.
No, that's 110, because you went from 2 to 3, which is 30, 2 to 3, which is another 30.
So that's 60.
So then you went 1 to 2, which is 20, and then 2 to 3 is another 30.
1 to 2 is 20. Gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking it was 10, 20.
No, you're good.
So do it 1 point at a time. I'm on your character sheet, so I'll watch you do it.
Well, I'm just thinking, well, if that's the case, then would it be more worth it to go up to 2 agility and then just 1 and something else and then pick up some talents or something?
Yeah. We know agility is really powerful. That's one of the best stats. Simply because of it affects almost every combat skill. Alternatively,
So cunning.
you could start as a different race. You can always back up.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
I think I'll do up to 3 agility and then boost my presence to 3.
Okay, so you're going from
So
1 to 2, 20.
so I have-
So you're spending 50 XP to go to 3 agility. So let's do that. Go to your character info. And then put that down to 40 available. And total, put 100 on total. Or 90, so we know that you started with 90. Okay. So you have 40 left.
Then you go from 2 to 3 on presence.
Okay. Now you have 10 left.
And then I think I'll buy 2 skills
Skills in your tree or skills in your...
in my tree.
Okay. Cool.
Because I don't think I have enough to buy anything else in skills.
Are you going to reduce your duty to gain 10 extra XP?
I just don't think it would really give me all that much. I can't upgrade another stat if I do it, and 10 extra XP isn't really all that much for it. And I think I have a pretty strong connection to duty. I think I've got a pretty heavily weighted duty.
Okay. All right. Rabble, let's do yours real quick. Have you spent any XP?
I have, and I was gonna take out 10 points of my duty to do more, but I think I'm just gonna keep
Okay, so how much XP have you spent?
90. But I'm considering.
All right, let me...
I start with 100.
Yeah, you
Right.
started with 110. Walk me through what you spent.
Well, I'm definitely gonna take 1 into combat and agility, which leaves me with 50 left, and then I'm thinking 1 in willpower.
Okay, hold on. So
which leaves me with 20.
you've done 1 into agility, right?
1 in agility. Right now, I'm done. I've got 90 spent. I've got 1
So
in brawn, agility, and willpower, which is 90.
90, yes.
Which leaves me 20. I can take 1 more stat up by losing all of my duty and taking, which leaves me at 30 and enough to take up either intellect or cunning, which it would be cunning.
Okay.
Alternatively, I'm considering losing willpower and going up to 4 in agility. Start out with 4 agility. And going
Strong
3,
for a soldier.
4,
That is very strong.
3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1, and that would leave me with what 70 with 10 XP left over.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually think that's exactly what I'm in. Is that which leaves you with 10? Cool.
And you can hold on to that 10 or spend it. It's up to you.
Yeah, and I'll spend it somewhere. I'm not sure where yet.
Okay, then I'll move on to Moz. Have you figured yours out?
I think so.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna do agility, intellect, and cunning.
Okay. And your agility is going from 2 to 3.
They're all going from 2 to 3.
Okay.
And then
So that's 90. You started with
that's 90,
100.
so I have 10 left.
Yep.
Whoops.
Let me ask you a question. One of my skills, or my tree, it says, when making a melee or brawl check, suffer a number of strain to upgrade the attack an equal number of times. What does it mean by upgrade the attack?
So read it one more time so I can get the first part.
When making a melee or brawl check, suffer a number of strain to upgrade the attack an equal number of times. The strain suffered may not exceed ranks in frenzied attack.
So it's changing your green dice into yellow dice.
It changes my green.
Or
to
adding
yellow.
an extra green as would be prescribed.
Yes.
It's say the attack is like light ranged, it'd be effectively adding +1 to light ranged.
Yeah, I just wanted to know what the +1 was.
Mhm.
So if you're all yellows, if you have 3
If you're
ranks,
all yellows, it's a green, but if you're not all yellows, it's a green
Uh-huh.
to a yellow. I'm with it.
correct.
Correct.
Okay. And then, okay. So I think what I'll do then with my last 10,
You can put it in the skill tree. You can upgrade a skill.
I mean, I don't think I need willpower. No, willpower's coercion. What would coercion be used for?
It's trying to intimidate someone. It's intimidation.
Essentially, it's more broad, but yeah,
Ah.
essentially.
Yeah, it seems useful for what I'm planning on doing. Can you upgrade a skill past the number of, like, let's say I had,
Yes.
like right now I only have 1 willpower, right? If
Mhm.
I ended up investing enough experience to do 2 into coercion, what would happen?
So it's because it's not your career skill. What
Right. It
happens?
would. I can't do it right now. I mean, eventually.
Okay, so it is essentially
So it would be like 10 for rank 1.
10
and
for
then it would
rank
be
1, 20 for
2.
rank 2.
Right, but to rank 2, would that just like add an additional yellow, or would it
Yeah,
add a
watch.
green,
I'll
since
show
I
you.
only
So
have
it
1
upgrades
willpower?
it. Whoops. So it upgrades that one to yellow, and because you upgrade it again, it puts a green on it.
I see. I see.
So whatever overlaps between rank and
It's
characteristic is yellow.
Otherwise, it's green.
Correct.
I get it. I get it. Okay, then I think I'll take my last 10 and put 5 into dodge and 5 into frenzied attack.
Okay, so that's in your tree.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take tree skills here.
Those the rest of you, the 3 of you that don't have the talent tree that I've put in, that I've made under combat, go to the bottom under skills and
I'll
talents.
put it in the
Yeah,
skills.
and then when I make your
Yeah.
tree, we'll get it in there. All right, 6. What have you spent your XP on?
I'm gonna do agility and intellect to 3, and then willpower to 4.
So that's 60, and then another 40. So that's your 100.
Mhm.
Okay, that was easy.
Yes, sir.
And then change your spent XP.
Yep.
To 0. Available.
Yes, bam.
Okay, finally, the guy who's been done forever, I'm sure. What have you done?
I'm actually struggling a little bit.
Oh my.
Oh, my.
Well, I just don't know what I want to do because I can. I'm stuck between putting my agility up to 5
Mhm.
and then spending like 10 more duty for cunning to bring that up to 2, or if I should put my agility to 4 and then actually bring my cunning all the way up to 3.
Let's see here. What's cunning used for? Deception, perception, skullduggery, streetwise survival.
Fair amount of utility.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's utility stuff, and then one of the other skill trees that I was looking for is like in the flying. Let me see, what is it? The pilot one. That's the other one that I was looking at, and it
Maybe
uses
that's
a
gonna be our
few.
base.
It uses a few cunning. The things that it's like equal to your cunning. At least I saw 1 or 2.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or if I wanted to basically max out the agility.
Yeah, that kind of determines what you're going to be doing. If you max out the agility, man, you're going to be a good pilot and a good shot. But you max out, or you split it halfway, you go agility and cunning, then you kind of have a bit more of a broad thing that you can do.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh, let me see here. So I have 10 more points.
He's on.
Mhm.
Can I, quick question here.
Mhm.
Chagrians start with 1 rank in the knowledge specialization talent. I don't actually have that talent. Do I still get that knowledge specialization talent?
You still get 1 point, even if you don't have it as a career.
Yeah.
So you still get 1 rank in it.
No, it's a talent. Like it's a straight up like talent from the talent tree.
Oh, really?
And yeah, so like in the scientist talent tree, I'm looking at the engineer one. It just says when acquired, choose 1 knowledge skill. When making that skill check, may spend triumphs results to gain additional successes equal to ranks in knowledge specialization.
Okay, so you're in the Age of Rebellion core rulebook.
Yeah.
What page?
But I don't. It's just this talent tree that has it is on 87.
Okay.
But the Chagrian thing is in the expansion book, and that's on page 20. But it says that Chagrian start with 1 rank in the knowledge specialization talent. It doesn't say if you have it. It just says.
Then you get that talent.
Cool.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Dude, Alex, Vanguard has suppressing fire as a talent.
Suppressing fire! Suppressing fire! Extinguisher!
Okay.
I think
Dude, Trailblazer has a talent called Prey on the Weak.
Mean.
Bye.
Ooh,
I think what I'm gonna do with my extra 10, I'm gonna use 5 duty, and then I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my skill tree twice actually.
Okay.
So use the 15 in there.
Yeah. So a 5, and then the 10 rank, the
And
second
then
rank.
a 10. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I also think I'm gonna use my other 5 duty for credits. Just letting you know right now.
Okay, that's fine. So you would get 1,000. So you would total have 1,500.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we're done with that, everybody spent their XP.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the process for buying a second specialization, by the way?
10 times the number of specializations you currently have.
Correct. So it would
To open the tree.
to get a second tree, it'll cost 10.
10 XP, that's it?
Yep.
To open the tree,
Damn.
yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Can we do that anytime then, or do we?
Yeah,
have to
no, you
it
can do
right
that
now?
anytime.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing that before too long.
Okay, so now the Miri Allen and the Natulian.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do our derived attributes now. So for Miri Allen, your wound threshold is 11 plus your brawn.
Yep.
What's your brawn?
13.
Okay.
It's 2 brawn.
Okay, cool. Then strain is 10 plus willpower.
Which is also 2, so 12.
Okay. And then you gain, obviously, soak equal to what your brawn is.
So 2 soak.
Cool. For Maz, your wound threshold is 11 plus brawn.
So 14.
Nice. Strength threshold is 9 plus willpower.
I might then spend 10 to upgrade willpower. Oh, I mean spend my. Oof.
Yeah, see, it's
'Cause
hard.
my character, because my character, like my entire talent tree, is about spending strain as a second resource to do things, to dodge and to upgrade my attacks and whatnot.
You can. One thing we haven't been doing is you can gain strain back through advantages.
Oh, you can.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
We're going to
then I
use
won't
that
worry
system a
about
lot
it.
more
10
in this set.
Okay, 10 strain is probably enough then.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then you gain soak equal to your brawn.
Okay, so 3.
Rabble.
So you said my strain was 9 plus willpower?
Yep. Rabble, your wound threshold is 10 plus brawn
Yep, same for
willpower.
yeah, 10 plus.
And your
willpower.
soak is equal to your brawn.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I gotta open freaking Six's book again.
Don't hate me.
I hate you right now. I hate your character. You're the first to die. You're gonna go on with a Wilhelm scream.
I knew it. I'm gonna blow myself up.
He starts the game, 6 chokes and dies on salt ammonia.
Make a
or
new
whatever.
You're now a recruit.
I'm highly addicted to salt and I just collapse.
Okay, your wound threshold is 10 plus brawn.
Threshold 10 plus 11.
Strain threshold is 10 plus willpower.
14.
And your soak is equal to your brawn.
1.
Alex, what was yours on? Or did you already get it?
It's already set up.
Okay. Was there anybody I missed? No, I don't think so. Okay, so as a heads up, we are doing it the correct way for wounds and strain. We're no longer counting down, we're counting up because we're not using the health bars anymore on Roll20. So, like,
Makes sense.
as you take wounds, your current will go up. And we will deal with defense in a second. Okay, so we have derived attributes, we have motivations. Oh, no, we haven't done motivations. That's the next thing we need to do. Let me open that up on the core rulebook and give you a page. So
104.
Yeah, it starts on 105. You guys can, and because you kind of already have an idea for your characters, you can go through the beliefs, the connections, or the quests and choose those if you want. Any number of motivations.
Say that one more time.
So on page 105 and 106, choose either a belief, a connection, or a quest, or one of each. I'll let you guys you guys know your characters, you kind of will figure that out. Or you could be...
So one of each or one or the other, you know?
Yeah, you can choose one out of each one or just one entirely, or two, from two of the different ones. Mix and match. Go up to 3, though. A maximum of 3.
So we want 2 minimum?
No, you can go with 1. I'll let you have 1.
Oh, wait, no, I guess, sorry, I've got 2 perfect ones.
Which ones?
Justice and redemption, homie.
Nice.
Alex, look at military under specific connections.
That's his character.
I actually think that's good for his.
This goes under
Motivations.
motivation.
This is just really to point to and be like, this is why my character is making this choice. Because this is what he believes.
God, now you pointed it out, though, I'm like,
So we can just pick one, though.
Yeah,
right?
if you just want 1, go for it. Go up to 3 if you feel like you're fleshing yourself out. You've always played the one-dimensional character, 6.
Hey, don't tell me who I'm playing. I'm picking 3 now.
Dude, I would love to see 6 powder try and balance 3 motivations.
I'm just trying to pick which one my character would be. Like, I'm definitely picking Thrill.
What's Thrill under?
Quest. 91 to 100.
I'm just not quite sure which other one would fit. I was thinking no one under connections or specific connections.
You're all alone. Sounds like Doc.
But I don't think that would fit.
Right.
For what I want to do.
You do you.
I think I'm still going to go with Justice and Redemption. Though, Baker, I think military fits you really well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with military. You're just involved with it.
We can only do 2 motivations.
Yeah, I only have space for 2.
Okay, you can only do 2.
Maybe intelligence. Yeah, I'm going to go Thrill and
What's your
intelligence.
character's name, Alex?
Valton 10-ton Nabita.
You type it out in here.
He has it in chat.
It's in Roll20.
He said something.
Nice. How do I change mine?
Oh, here we go.
If you go to the cog up in the top right, you can change your thing in Roll20,
Nice.
and then on your character sheet, you can change it, and I'll change the character sheet after. Okay, so we got motivations done. Now I'm going to move on to gear. Okay, now this goes for everybody. We're handling loot here. As far as weapons, everybody, if you want to accept it, can start with a light blaster pistol. Or rather,
What if we
a light blaster pistol. There we go.
No other option.
and what if we choose not to accept it? What does that mean?
Then you can buy your own weapon. Or you can take it and buy a new weapon. But if you're like, I don't want it.
Do we get anything for not taking it?
Nope.
So you might as well take it and then
So
just
what the
sell
fuck
it.
would I do?
But
Yeah.
but the thing is, you can't. It's resistance property. Like this is like you've joined the army. They're
loaner.
giving you this stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Basically,
it's always
if-
prudent to have a sidearm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna buy another weapon, but that
We'll
one
get
is
there.
gonna be like on my ship, for example.
yeah, we'll get there. The idea behind this is pilots get a blaster pistol in case they are downed or in case they're captured. They have a way to defend themselves. So they are giving you a light blaster pistol. And the stats for that are on page 173. And I'll let you guys add that to your inventories.
Are we doing encumbrance?
We are going to do encumbrance this time. That's a good reason to not take one if you don't want it, or to take it and just leave it in the cockpit as a just in case.
Hey, Alex, how cool is my name?
Is it Doc?
No.
The Cal.
Cal Dazen.
I'm gonna call you Days.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
That's good because he's like the engineer, like the explosives. He's gonna like try to blow things up with sabotage.
I'm gonna try real hard.
Like, I'm just totally gonna have nicknames for everybody as part of this unit.
10-ton.
Did everybody add the pistol?
No. I'm sorry.
I'm writing backstory.
Okay,
When
so
did you say what?
What's our encumbrance
was it?
again?
we'll figure that out because I don't remember the derived attribute. I'll look at that in a second.
We're using it though, as you said,
We
right?
are going to use it.
What page is the pistol on? Sorry.
173.
Okay, your encumbrance threshold is 5 plus your brawn.
5 plus.
And 1 is taken up immediately by our pistol.
Wait,
Mhm.
sorry, I missed that. Can you say that again?
5 plus brawn.
Is there a way we can put it down to keep track of that? Oh, I see it. Ah, just kidding.
Like the field.
Yeah.
So
it's right up
so
there.
that's the encumbrance. 5
Indeed.
plus brawn.
And again, you can leave the pistol on your ship.
Yeah, it seems like a bad move.
The second thing you automatically get is a combat knife.
Yes.
Which is the stats for it are on 180 at the bottom. As again,
Combat knife.
more of a survival thing.
Combat
'cause-
knife has a fucking encumbrance on it.
It does.
Horseshit. It's alright, Bantha Poodoo.
But I'm willing to bet not many things. We're not going to be carrying a ton of things on it.
Usually, no. I mean, you guys know. You'll have like a backpack at one point, I'm sure. But for this first
That's
mission,
gonna
you won't.
help our encumbrance.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you have a backpack, anything that goes in the backpack probably loses its encumbrance. And it goes into the backpack. Like a backpack will probably have like 5 encumbrance on it, and anything that goes in the backpack can just be held in the
Pretty
backpack
much.
without encumbering you.
So the idea is, this first mission, you guys, it's going to be very space focused. But if you get a mission where you're on the ground, boots are on the ground, you'll have backpacks and equipment. Equipment will change from the resistance based on what you're doing. Everybody also gets heavy clothing.
Should that go into our item inventory, or should that just go into our like weapons?
Put weapons in weapons, and anything else you're getting in item inventory.
Oh, there's an armor tab.
There is an armor thing. The armor is on page
What?
183.
Perfect.
Heavy clothing. And your guys' armor in particular is like that orange jumpsuit.
Wait, so it's light clothing is what you said?
Armored
We're
clothing.
getting
Armored
Or heavy
Armored
clothing,
clothing.
sorry. Heavy clothing.
Okay.
It was like it's armored or
And again, stuff might change when you get different missions. It's just right now, you're going to be in a ship.
So heavy clothing.
Heavy clothing, which is 1 soak, 1 encumbrance.
Where does that go? Is that under inventory?
I think in
It's
combat,
under item
Yeah,
inventory.
under armor.
There's an armor, yeah.
Yeah. and we're not going to have you add it, but we'll just assume everybody has a comm link. And the final thing you get is the crash survival kit. And that's just in the X-Wing. That is The stats for it are on page 187, but I'll get the actual page for it. The description of the crash survival kit is 195, but I'll just read it so you guys get an idea what it is. Popular among pilots and vehicle crews, crash survival kits are necessary precaution for those who regularly travel through inhospitable areas. Small ships such as starfighters, gunboats, small freighters, and even escape pods will have one survival kit for each crew member, while ships with larger crews have kits designed to meet the emergency needs of the set number of individuals. Most survival kits include a thermal cloak, which is kind of like a blanket, a multi-tool, a survival knife, a distress beacon, 2 emergency comm links, a spool of wire, ration bars, basic med pack, 2 respirators, a water jug with filter, a glow rod, 50 meters of high tensile microfiber line, 10 ration packs, an emergency flare gun. Military pilots, smugglers, and bounty hunters often include small frame blaster pistol as well. So essentially, you're getting everything in there except the blaster pistol. And that's just like, in case you guys happen to crash and are SOL, you guys actually have a way to keep going.
Oh, here's something. When worn, armor's encumbrance rating is reduced by 3 points.
Yep.
Oh, so the clothing doesn't have any encumbrance.
Boom.
Technically.
One of the same class blasters. When
I don't know. It's
when
I'm
being-
reading
when
that under
holstered.
armor.
I don't think so. I think that's still a part of your encumbrance.
It says more details on encumbrance are on page 165.
Ugh. So you guys all start, unless you've spent duty, you all start with 50 XP. Or not 50, 500 credits. So you can buy whatever for 500.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the other 5 that I was talking about and use it for 1,000.
Okay, so you have 1,500?
Yeah.
What are you looking at getting?
Probably one of the better guns.
Heavy or a blaster pistol?
No, not a heavy. I was thinking about getting I couldn't decide between a blaster rifle and a blaster carbine. I don't think I'd be able to carry the blaster rifle with the encumbrance.
No. Yeah, encumbrance of 4.
Yeah. Well, maybe actually. But yeah, blaster rifle I might be able to. I wasn't sure if I wanted to be long or medium range.
Yeah, that's up to you.
What's the difference between that on like on a board again?
What do you mean? Oh,
The range.
between long and medium, it's an additional 6 squares.
So Alex wants to know, can we have maybe a what's the word? When you get paid ahead of time,
An advance.
an advance on your on our paycheck, so he could get a weapon he actually wants to use.
If you, the only way you'll do that right now is with the duty.
We suggest. Okay, so no is the answer.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
What are you looking for?
I just want to get something that uses ranged heavy, and the easiest thing that fits like both of my encumbrance and the way that I plan on playing the character is just the blaster carbine. But it's like 350 more than I have. But I don't want to trade 5 duty for an extra 1,000 credits when I really don't need an extra 1,000. I just need 350. So
Go ahead and take it.
Well, I mean, you can get other stuff.
Can we
Can
buy
I-
anything on these lists, Zen?
You buy anything, but you have to pay to have it, obviously. Can I do the same thing then and do that carbine instead of a pistol?
Yeah, you can trade in the pistol.
Cool, thank you.
I'll use my 5. I'll get the rifle, but I'll cover the charge for them because that's 600 extra credits that I'm not using.
Okay, that works.
So that way,
This
it gets-
guy wanting to be hardcore.
I just wanna play it fair,
yeah,
man.
no, that works. I like that.
I mean, what's fair? Who's it unfair to? The NPCs?
yeah, the non-existent economy
Yeah,
of Star
man.
Wars.
Yeah, man. I want to make it a little bit more challenging on us. Why make it easy on us, right? Why not
I
us
don't
have
think-
to do
I
the
don't think
challenge?
What
upgrading
is
from a light
350
blaster
credits
to a
is going to
head
do
This
for
is the-
anyone at any point?
This is
Okay,
legitimately the kind of
so-
thing a DM has like just like this is legitimately in his realm of like things to change.
While I normally agree with you guys, I think that credits are going to be more of a valuable thing than they were last time, seeing as how like we had
You're gonna get
thousands
a
of credits
lot
and we
less.
didn't really use it.
And
So I think
here's the
they're
thing: you're
more
not going to
valuable,
get
so
gear
it's
handed to you anymore.
insane.
Like, I'm not going to just be like, "Here's this crazy weapon that has a name."
Well, yeah. Well, I expected that to be the trade-off is that we get more credits, but we have to buy our thing, which I'm all for.
Credits are going to be
Gives
more
some
valuable.
sort of resource management. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a part of the resistance, which doesn't have a lot of resources. So yeah, credits are very valuable.
Okay, I gotta know how encumbrance works to make that
finding some
decision.
ancient stuff and some tombs or whatever.
Might happen.
Pretty sweet.
Fucking
Might happen.
practice.
How does encumbrance work? Because that makes my decision right now of what gear I'm purchasing.
Don't worry about it for right now, because most of the stuff that you're gonna be worried about having on your person at any given time, you probably will be able to have on your person. Anything that you can't can be stored.
Like my sword. If I wanted to buy the sword, it's an encumbrance of 3.
Okay. I mean, that's.
But it's also 750 credits.
You'll have to wait on the sword then.
Son of a...
Again, your main mission, your first mission, is going to be a lot of space-focused stuff. So a lot of this stuff that you guys are like, I need a blaster rifle. Maybe not.
I mean, that's fine.
I feel like it goes with my character better.
Yeah, and that's why I said go
right.
ahead and take it.
Yeah, same with me. I guess
Shut
a
up,
knife
Maz.
would go better for my character.
And your encumbrance is
You shut up.
what was I said? 10 plus your brawn?
You said 5.
Five
No,
plus
he
brawn.
said 10.
No, 5 plus
I'm
brawn.
gonna play
Definitely
fair.
said 10.
I'm gonna play fair.
5 plus
I
brawn.
heard 10. There's a get the fuck out of here.
I was trying to make
Ruining everything for everyone. Jesus.
trying to make it a little bit harder on us. That's all.
Why he can scale. The game is designed as we play it. He can literally make it harder at any point in time he wants.
You can also make it easier at any point in time.
Right. What are you, who are you being fair to? God?
Yeah.
You know, it's not really fair to God. He can make everything and make it as hard as easy as he wants. I suppose, just, be fair to him. Do you understand what you're saying?
I want to make it harder on us. That's all.
See, that's more like it.
The truth comes out.
Is that all the gear? We got
I think I'm good.
comlinks and crash kit and everything else.
The comm links are implied. We don't have to write it in, is what he said.
Yeah, and I'm right now I'm dealing with rebellion resources. So give me 1 second. Or resistance resources in this case. Okay, so I got that inserted. And we're pretty much done. Okay, Maz, do you have a character name? It's okay if you don't.
No,
But also think of a call sign.
a call sign. Okay.
Currently we have nuke, crate, 10 ton, and days. Also,
Okay.
Calling him TT.
10 ton might be known as like red leader.
TT. TT.
Red leader. Why not purple leader?
I mean, it depends on what
Why not black leader?
he
Huh?
ends up
Why's it
having.
got
Why can't he be the white?
Why's it
leader?
gotta be black leader?
Why can't he be white leader?
I like the idea of you guys like coming up with it or creating a name for whatever squadron this is.
We'll show call
Thunder
it.
next to.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wow.
say the Thunder next to.
Oh god, it's gonna happen.
The Void Ghosts are gonna come back and be like, wait, didn't we do
We're gonna be the Goidvosts.
Sounds so gross.
that? Alex, I'm gonna be Team Dazen. What do you think? That'll be our squad.
We'll be the
No,
Rogue
Team Guile.
Squadron.
Rogue.
The Rouge.
The Rouge Squadron. 'Cause, it's like red.
Well, and just like that, we've created 5 characters with 5 different backstories and 5 connections.
I don't think 3 hours later you can be like, just like
Just like
that.
Wasn't that bad?
He's
No, it
absolutely
wasn't that
right.
bad. It wasn't that bad at all, but I don't think you could say it was just like that.
I think the most important thing to keep in mind is that we did that all through their character creation process.
Yeah, and it wasn't 3 hours, so we did
It was 2.
Shadowrun stuff earlier.
Yeah. So like for me, like what they tell you to do is to go background duty, then species career and your spec, then spend your XP, figure out your derived attributes, figure out your motivation.
Wait, how are you supposed to do the background
Well,
before the
I know.
species?
And then you do your gear, and then you do any rebellion resources.
It's supposed to be a general background. 6, like, are
Oh.
you on the run, or are you out for vengeance because they
Okay.
killed your father, or something like that?
Yeah, and I think that's fine to do it that way, but my preferred method is to do your species and your career. Then you kind of know your character. Then you kind of figure out, okay, because that's like, what do I want to play? Then you figure out a background. Then you figure out your duty, XP, derived attributes, so on and so forth. So that's the way we did it, technically. Even though we went in their order, we kind of already figured out our stuff beforehand. Cool. Thank you, guys.
No, thank you.